obviously painted. We have all the trim done, new windows in, front door. Everything exterior has been completely done. So this is something we also do on all of our properties to kind of save space, since a lot of the Airbnb type properties that we do are a little bit smaller. To capitalize or capture and use all the livable square footage, we bring as many utilities on the outside as possible. So instead of taking up a whole closet or a part of a room, our utility room, we keep the water heaters outside and then plumb them out. And then we enclose them or encapsulate them in this little shed. Cool, so welcome inside. We're about 90% done. The kitchen's getting delivered tomorrow. And this is like a really weird layout. We try to do the best with the space that we're given. It's a lot more streamlined instead of us having to design every single home, especially because we'll go off of ones at work or loadouts at work. And as long as there's still demand for those loadouts, we'll just continue doing that same cookie cutter style. I know it's not as exciting. Our competition base are hotels, so you have to think, for the same price, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house versus, you know, 1-bedroom where you're sharing a bathroom and 2 beds. Welcome back to Hemlock, guys. So we're a month and 2 days to the day from when we shot the last video over here. If you want to walk with me this way, we can check it out. So we got the new siding on, obviously painted. We have all the trim done, new windows in, front door. Everything exterior has been completely done. I'm not crazy about this color, but it's, you know, it's by beach, so kind of beachy vibe. I guess it matches. Over here, we got the new electrical panel in. If you want to walk with me around. Got new windows, new soffit, new fascia, new drip edge. And so this thing back here, we still got to figure out what we're going to do with it. It actually has plumbing and electrical, but it's also in extremely rough shape, as you can see. So we're thinking about just scrapping the whole thing, putting a new fence all the way around, kind of spruce it up a little bit, do some landscaping. So this is something we also do on all of our properties to kind of save space, since a lot of the Airbnb type properties that we do are a little bit smaller. To capitalize or capture and use all the livable square footage, we bring as many utilities on the outside as possible. So instead of taking up a whole closet or a part of a room, our utility room, we keep the water heaters outside and then plumb them out. And then we enclose them or encapsulate them in this little shed. So we've been doing that on the last several properties. It works really well. What's also really nice about it too is when we have maintenance or handyman come out, they don't have to disturb the tenants. They can just do everything from the outside. So we're still got a couple things to do. That's pre-wired for lights on the outside. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All new windows. Yeah, let's take you inside and take a look where we're at. This guy's got to get painted still. I think that's about it. And then we're gonna stain the top. All right, if you guys want to follow me in. So this is what the inside looks like compared to last time. It looks a lot closer to being live ready or move-in ready. We got most of the baseboards in. I think we're waiting, or actually this is where all the cabinet space is gonna be. Drywall, obviously. AC's been pre-run. That's the unit right there. So this one kind of has a weird layout, but again, we try to maximize the potential of the livable square footage. Since this is an Airbnb, the most important thing for us, we realize for our customers or our renters, is bedrooms and bathrooms. You know, if you look at our competition base, which are hotels, you don't really have a standard sized living room, a standard sized kitchen even. So the one thing that we try and, I mean, obviously if we can make it happen, we'll try and get a kitchen or living room space in with a dining room space in. This room doesn't have that this property doesn't have that option. So we don't really have a proper dining area. So this is gonna be the living room. We've already pre-wired, again, I think we mentioned this in another video, all the wiring for the TVs to be kind of higher, so there's no cable seen. So this is gonna be your living room. If there were to be a dining room, it would be kind of right here, but it's a really tight space. So what we're doing is we're actually building in a quartz countertop bar, and we're just gonna have seating underneath it. That's about the best we could do since this house was a little bit on the smaller side. This is gonna be obviously the rest of the kitchen. If you're gonna follow me to bedroom 1. Everything's done, just pretty standard bedroom, nothing super special. That's pre-wired for the recessed lighting. Then we got a fan. The ceilings are pretty decent size in here, or not size. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see anything in here, are you? No, okay. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me get my light on. So we got this one already tiled up. When we've kind of gone away from doing custom vanities, so what we do now is when we get the kitchen delivered, we just also use the same manufacturer for all the vanities. And then our quartz countertop guy comes in and he'll also do the countertops and all that good stuff. So this is just, again, the standard, actually I don't want to take this off because they're going to paint. The standard black and white bathrooms that we do, the loadout. We try not to change it too much just because it's easier for the guys to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and they'll pick up exactly, you know, the last loadout. It's a lot more streamlined instead of us having to design every single home, especially because we'll go off the ones that work or loadouts that work. And as long as there's still demand for those loadouts, we'll just continue doing that same cookie cutter style. I know it's not as exciting or there's not as much passion behind it, but at the end of the day, it's all just numbers. And if the numbers make sense and there's still demand for those numbers, it makes logistics way more seamless. So we'll continue running it that way. This is the second bedroom. Again, nothing too special, standard size bedroom. We have the wires pre-wired over here, so that means the bed's gonna be on this side facing this way. Back through the kitchen takes you to the laundry room. So we're gonna have the laundry right here, small table right here. And lastly, the master, which is also pretty small, but again, our competition base are hotels, so you have to think for the same price, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house versus, you know, 1 bedroom where you're sharing a bathroom and 2 beds. So I know that's not the largest master bedroom, but again, it meets the demand of our renter base. So again, it's kind of standard size bedroom. And then your product you'll see in here, we got to shave down the bottom of this door. We have two vanities, they're gonna be right here, pre-wired for the mirror, and just again our standard white and white shower. They'll be running all of them, the white and gold. That's pretty much it. So thanks for joining me through 2012 Hemlock, and we'll keep you posted as we get it finished.